What exactly is going to be the key issue that will dominate the Biden administration in the coming weeks? What's the focus going to be on for them front and center?
Good morning, Dom. I think they would like to have the domestic agenda be front and center. That's what gets voters excited. That's what leads to electoral wins or losses. But as President Biden is finding out, and all presidents find out, no matter what you want to do domestically, often foreign policy trumps all and dictates what the agenda is going to look like. So I think in the short term, certainly there will still be work going on behind the scenes on a domestic agenda, but the focus of the administration has to be internationally at this point.
So if that's the fire that you need to put out first, is it Russia, Ukraine? Is it China with its situation with us? Is it in the Middle East right now? What exactly is going to be the thing that really dominates? It seems like right now it has to be Russia, Ukraine.
I agree for two reasons. One, it just is the most acute problem right now, acute issue with Russian troops on the border and actually in eastern Ukraine. China is a longer term problem. China's not going to be solved short term. It's going to be with us for an extended period of time. But the Russia issue is front and center because Putin has made it front and center. So for now, it is the Russia issue.
So Brian, over the course of, arguably more than a decade now, we've had a number of geopolitical concerns that have raised their heads. Each time, the markets and the U.S. economy broadly has shaken them off, whether it was the Middle East, whether it was Iran, Iraq, whether it was North Korea. What is to say that this doesn't blow over as well, or is this time different?
I don't know if this time is different. I suspect it is the same. I think the real risk to the markets is that there is a bit of complacency that this time won't be different. So if the situation in Eastern Europe blows up, because it is so close to major economic hubs in Central and Western Europe, I think it has the potential to affect the markets in ways we haven't seen in quite some time. That being said, I also think that this is a longer term strategy by Putin. It's not just trying to invade Ukraine for the sake of land. It's trying to disrupt and divide the U.S. from Europe. So to me, this doesn't get resolved immediately, and so the markets actually may take some comfort in that, because if troops don't actually go across the border, it's just another one of those issues that you just listed, Dom, that doesn't impact the markets immediately. So
Brian, before we let you go here, there's this notion right now that President Biden's overall kind of aura in Washington, D.C. isn't what it was. We have a lot of polling and survey data over the course of the last few months here, that has shown his approval ratings dip, his disapproval ratings rise. Is there a scenario right now that could play out for the Biden administration to get some of those points back? What needs to happen? Or is this going to be something that they're going to be fighting for weeks, if not months, going into midterms?
So first, I do think it's something that they're going to be fighting for months. I don't think this is going to go away. Any of the international issues that you just listed. That being said, chaos creates opportunity. I'm not predicting that the Biden administration will be able to turn this into a political win, but their opportunity is there for them to look strong on the international stage. And if they're able to seize that, given the problems that the administration has gone through in its first year on the border, in Afghanistan, with COVID, not getting some of the domestic agenda through, this is the opportunity to pivot. They haven't had this kind of opportunity in a while to really pivot and put a win on the board. If they can do that, then the president's standing could recover, and better job approval numbers helps him get a domestic agenda through. Tough to see that happening right now because of the track record of the last year.
Sure.
But the opportunity is there for them.